All right, we're back for the finals of the May 4th tournament. Misty Mountain, Spirit Rebellion, Spark Rebellion Open 2. And I'm here with Alex, the champion from the last one, to come with us for the final ride. We have Sabine Yellow versus Boba Yellow. Lots of cunning here.
That's right. Yeah, thanks for having me, Taxter.
We gotta open it up quick round with a X-Wing and a crafty smuggler. Lane dodging all the way.
Yeah, actually, 2 of my 3 losses this tournament were to both these players. So
well, it feels good to lose to the top ones.
Yes, so kudos to them for reaching the final. It was a big tournament. I think we had 53 players.
Yep, 53. It was like 20 more people than last time, basically. So it's a pretty big one.
So how do you feel about these matchups? Like, who do you think is favored in this matchup versus being Yellow and Boba
I think
Yellow?
it can go either way. I think they got good playing to each other, and it probably just really depends on like how much you can hit the important stuff. Like, so we saw Boba hitting with a Bodhi the for a cause I believe in, which is pretty big. But then Sabine throwing down the Falcon and getting damage in. Like, Falcon is a pretty big game changer in the Sabine side here.
Definitely, and I think Boba doesn't have any real great answers.
Funny enough, Carlos is actually running a set of Falcons in his sideboard as a spicy. I'm going to pay 5 for this, but
yeah.
So I don't know if we'll see that come out, but that's kind of cool. Yeah, right away open it with a Cunning right on the 4 resource turn. That's pretty big for just turning off a bunch of damage. I think he went with the double tap down and +4 damage to his crafty.
Yeah, I do feel like the Boba Yellow win rate a lot of times comes down to how many Cunnings can you play each round.
Yeah, if you just stick Cunnings and race, you're in a great position. So we're seeing Ryan go all in on that space lane here, buffing up his X-Wing. And Boba raced to base on the ground, not even going to try to kill Sabine here. This is a good old-fashioned aggro race.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't think he could have passed with the +4 because then he might just lose it.
And we're on 30 health bases both sides too. So it's the Boba turn. We'll see.
Yeah, that space hide's looking pretty scary right now for the Boba.
Looks like Carlos has double spacers, cartel spacers, which is going to be pretty big on just like tapping some things down. He's going to remove 7 damage potential this turn because of those spacers.
Right, yeah, that's pretty clutch.
And the question is, does he even trade at all to try to get the Boba value? I don't know that he is going to. I think the rest of his hand is Waylay, Surprise Strike, so... Meanwhile, Sabine's only on 4 resources because Ryan paid for the Falcon.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure who's favored in the race. Oh, another wing leader.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, for Boba here, do you start trading or do you just keep racing?
Heroic Sacrifice for 6 in. That's a hard call. Okay. So, like, where does this end up? Carlos has 7, 8, 9 damage take, so he'll be ahead if he pushes all the damage here, but can he close it out next round before dying is a question. He needs to take 11 before he'll be able to deal 9.
But he has the Surprise Strike, you said, right? So yeah, I think that's what he's probably thinking about here is, do you go face or do you start trading? Yeah, I think I agree with that because it looks like he's got, is that double Surprise Strike or is that Waylay Surprise Strike in hand? And he knows that, or he would assume that there's no Rebel Assault.
Yeah, he had a Waylay and Surprise Strike that puts him 1 away in 1 action, but I don't think we're going to have Rebel Assault in yellow. I know we have stuff like Sneak Attack. I know Sneak Attack Fleet Lieutenant is a 5 damage from hand. That's probably the play that Ryan's hoping for here, because if he can get Still gonna take him 3 actions unless he has a surprise strike first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is anyone's game still, and it's going fast.
Sneak attack. Fleet Lieutenant is what got me in one of my games against Ryan in top 8. That's a crazy combo.
So I don't think there's anything Ryan can do if he just puts 4 in, and now it's 1 action.
Yes. He'd be 1 off with his own surprise strike.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that Sabine can do to survive 1 action here. 1 more action. Alright, so you see the surprise strike on that side. Which puts Boba to 1, and I think I'm pretty sure he has a surprise strike. Yep. So
Wow.
Boba takes game 1 with the 1 health remaining, just that much ahead. Dang. All right, that was fast.
Yeah, no kidding. Similar start here at the lane dodge.
Yeah, we got similar start, probably gonna keep doing that. I don't know. Like, Carlos's hand is actually kind of awkward. It looks like it's just a bunch of pumps, and I guess he's a Boba Fett unit, but
yeah, you really need those early units to slow down, either to keep up the race or to slow down Sabine. It doesn't look like he's got it right now.
Oh, he's going for the waylay. That kind of feels bad when you're already behind on oh yeah.
Yeah, for an effort already attacked too.
I mean, it's still kind of an even board here overall. Like, it didn't really change something. It'd been really nice if he had something to follow up the waylay, like another 1-drop, which I don't think he has. So Greedo is the 1-drop.
Right. Yeah, this.
But it might have, like, in hindsight, it might have been better to drop the Boba and then bounce the red 3 at the start of the next round. But you didn't know he was going to play red 3.
Exactly. Yeah.
But this round, if he has another waylay, he can bounce and then throw the Boba down, and he'd still have enough with the reset.
Oh, interesting. He's going with a surprise strike, pump some damage, try and keep up. Looks like Ryan's debating on the.
We're noticing that Ryan's not been doing the pinging because I knows that it's just like a race.
Right, yeah, and it loses in the tempo.
Yeah, so it looks like. Okay, so that A-Wing's coming back. Does Ryan have 2 things to play here? Yeah, okay. It's a lot of units. Carlos is really falling behind on the board here. It is the Boba turn, and that might be enough, but, you know, Cartel Spacer kind of feels bad once it's actually out. If you need to catch up, it's not really getting you there, and I don't know that he runs the shoot first to really pull through on this. And his options here, I mean, he has the bouncer, Cantina bouncer, and he might open with that on red 3 to just get that damage off the table, force Ryan to pay for it again. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I still wish it was much better to have a Cunning there.
And I could see Ryan trading Spec Force into Greedo because it's still kind of like a damage trade up. We'll see. Yeah, but then it's right back, so. You could Greedo and pray. Greedo into Sabine.
I feel like you trade Greedo into Sabine and hope you get that back.
Yeah. Oh, what just happened there?
Wasn't sure. Discarded a rogue operative. Oh, was it? Does that look like Bamboozle?
Oh, it must have been. Yeah, Bamboozle discarding the rogue operative. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's another race, but I don't think Boba can keep up this time.
No, Boba's seemed a bit behind. Losing Boba that turn was pretty bad too. And the red 3 still being on the board, it's just going to make everything more gross.
Exactly, yeah. Just piling on more units.
Also, like Boba, yeah, that was also pretty big in that Boba didn't get the 2 other resources for attacking there. That he could have played No Good to Be Dead or something else. I don't know what else he's got there to play with, but
yeah, I mean, it looks like Ryan might have lethal this round with all this huge board he's got.
I mean, yeah, and it looks like Carlos is still behind. Yeah, even with a surprise strike, he'd still be 1 short from lethal this round. Yeah, this is. I think Carlos is just dead on board with not much he can do.
Might live 1 more round with this mitigation, but again, like I said earlier, I think the Cunnings really can decide the strength of the deck, and seeing no Cunning so far is pretty brutal.
Yep. Rook sacrifice, just pushing damage as much as he can.
Yeah, it was that 5 more.
A 6 because of
6
red 3. So yeah, red 3 really just doing its damage here. Carlos is just forced to trade.
Too little, too late, probably.
Now red 3 is lethal, and I don't think he has an answer. Oh, he has 5 to play a bouncer, so he can bounce it back, but it's a little late still.
Yeah, because Ryan just claims and gets the first attack next round.
Yep. The cartel's not
if he had
enough
shoot
to kill.
First, like you said earlier, if he had to shoot first, that'd be great right now.
Yep.
Might actually stabilize if he had that, because he could. Sabine would be still down for 1 more, and he's
the Ozatek.
And is that game?
I think they might be calling the game here.
Yep, looks like it. All right.
Game 3.
Blinked and he missed it. It's already game 3.
That's what happens when you play 2 aggressive decks. They go pretty fast.
Yep. Carlos got a fire spray, which you always want to see, but I feel like it's almost too slow in this matchup.
Yeah, it does feel that way. The game's basically locking. Like, it can be your finisher, but is it enough to hold on to? It really might not be.
Yeah.
Pathfinder is actually really gross here. Or I think, oh man, this kind of hurts when you're playing the 2 power units into double, like 3 health. Like, even if you're ahead on damage here, you're just behind on like tradability, and like you can't. You're not doing enough damage to their base, and you're not representing enough to really take out their units. And I could see Ryan just taking out the crafty.
Like no, I guess not. Just
he's going for it. I mean when he got the extra damage from red 3, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see a waylay on red 3 here? Maybe. Yep.
That's not too bad. At least compared to last round, when he had to waylay after the attack.
Yeah. Yep, we're pinging. It's all it's Sabine turn, but we got a No Good to Be Dead. That's pretty good. That'll keep you in it. What he really needs to see some Cunnings though, or else Carlos is still gonna struggle. Like it is really a make or break card here, and I wonder if it's one of those things where you just need to mulligan for it. I don't know if he did, but it might just be that good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I haven't played Boba Yellow myself, but I would think Cunning is what you want to look for. Just how Boba Green wants to find his ramp. Boba Yellow needs to find his Cunnings.
It probably matters depending on the matchup too. Like this one is.
He trades. Interesting. Interesting call there. I think he maybe recognizes that he's been slowed down. That Ryan's been slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, with the no good to me dead, that makes a lot of sense. So we got second fire spray. I'm assuming he's gonna resource one. There's no way you're playing two. Yeah, I don't think. Maybe like if it goes to the next round, you can sneak one down after you've played it. But
no, I think that's the right call. So you got a Cantina bouncer. Sneak attack.
And bouncing the Falcon after we paid for it would be really strong here. Unless Ryan doesn't pay for it. It looks like he hasn't. Oh, did he tap one? I think he did. But he isn't opening with the Falcon bounce. And I wonder if that's because... yeah, this is tough. I think you still probably bounce the Falcon with the Cantina. You're bouncing something with the Cantina bouncer. It's probably the thing that does the most damage.
Well, maybe red 3 in that case, then, since...
Oh, okay. So it looks like he decided to play that with sneak attack.
Okay, interesting.
For 3? For 2 plus the one that Falcon paid for. And at that point, it makes sense to bounce that, because otherwise it's going to make everything else. And then the surprise strike to base for 5.
So it feels like anyone's game.
I mean, Boba coming out here, they're technically even on damage right now. Carlos is going to be ahead over Ryan, but Sabine's coming back down next turn. Or going to stand up actually next turn.
I feel like you trade here, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're trading. I'm trying to keep our board alive here. I mean, it is the fire spray turn. I assume that is what we're going to see. And just push the rest of the way.
Unless, I wonder if he did the math on whether if he attacked face, would he have lethal this round if he did. Ryan would have been at 14, and there's 7, 9.
Did Carlos ready anything after that? Did he? Or he might not have had the Greedo in hand to play there.
Yeah, I think he probably calculated that. Even if he went face with Boba last round,
was that another surprise strike?
Yeah, it was, which is also brutal.
Yeah, now we're getting into no good to me dead, or not good for a cause I believe in kill squad range.
Yep.
Getting real close on Carlos's end here. I mean, Carlos has a lot of damage pumping out the rest of this turn. We have, 9, 10, 11, 14 damage? Like, that puts him within striking damage at the start of next round.
Right.
Assuming if we see, yep, here we go, for cause, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, and he saw another for cause. I think this is, I think that's going to be it, leaving it on top. And I believe that Ryan said that he only has surprise strikes and sneak attacks. I think he only has 2 sneak attacks. I think 5 cards in the entire deck that are at risk of doing less damage.
Which is a fairly high amount for most decks that run for a cause.
Yeah, and we know we've seen at least 1 sneak attack and 2 surprise strikes though, so that leaves 2 of them left total. So it's.
So I feel like the play was to go face, and then hope that Ryan whiffs on this for a cause, and you get 1 more action in to go for lethal.
Yeah, it looks like Carlos
claimed. He could have got him to 26.
He could have, and then if you pray that he misses, and then you have lethal if he does, essentially. Yeah. Oh, I think he needed the surprise strike. I think he would have been at 29 without surprise strike, but he did get it. So I think if he doesn't hit with this for a cause, then it might have been a misplay to not just go all damage in. But it's hard to say here.
Yeah, he might just get it right now. Let's see.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Pause for dramatic effect. Oh, there it is. All right, so
and he's got it.
Sabine taking it down. That was a very close match still in the end. So yeah. No thanks kidding. For coming. Thanks for everybody for tuning in for this tournament, and hopefully catch you at the next one. See ya.